I like Cell. He's my favorite character in Dragon Ball Z, aside from Android 17. I guess I've got a thing for Jiro's creations, but, who doesn't? And I need to clarify something. Cell is my favorite character, but not because I think he's the most well-written. If we're talking about that, I'd say Goku takes that crown, despite what you might hear online. Because Goku's surprisingly caring and layered. But this ain't about him, alright? Cell stands out to me, not as a top-tier villain, but because he's just so damn cool. Sure, Boo may be more evil, and he scared me as a kid, but Cell, he's relatable in the simplest way. He's a one-track-minded guy. In a universe where gods want to wipe out mortals, Frieza wants to conquer the galaxy, and Majin Buu is just fucking pure chaos, Cell's motivation is simple. He wants to become perfect, and then fight. When he spawned into the world, he had one goal: become perfect. And after getting perfect, cause shit's too easy for him, what is his new goal? To throw hands. That's it. No world domination, just the desire to box up with the strongest people he can. Instead of dissecting Cell's character arc though, I'm just gonna spend the next 5 minutes unapologetically going on about why I think he's my favorite character. Cell isn't driven by genocidal hatred like Frieza or pure chaos like Majin Buu. His motivations are pretty simple. He wants to achieve perfection, and he wants to use his perfect power against someone worthy. It's why I think his dynamic with Goku is so great. They both have plot-driven reasons for fighting, but at the end of the day, they're just two guys who just want to fight. There comes a point where Cell stops listening to his creator and just goes on out to find the best fight he really can, but I'm getting ahead of myself. The first cool thing Cell does is in the Trunks timeline actually. Trunks managed to defeat the androids, essentially robbing Cell of his only purpose. Instead of taking the L, Cell took matters into his own hands. He beat up Trunks, stole his time machine, and traveled to a timeline where the androids still existed. He didn't complain, he adapted. When he finally emerged in this new timeline, Cell didn't rush headfirst into hunting down the androids. Instead, he farmed XP by absorbing humans, making sure he was strong enough to handle anything that might get in his way. That's a pure grind set mentality right there. In his first form, Cell was at his most terrifying in my opinion. Just look at the shit he was doing. Even after absorbing Kami, Piccolo struggled against Cell. He didn't lose outright, but Cell didn't need to win. Fighting wasn't the endgame, absorbing the androids was. And when the fight became too risky, Cell simply dipped out to absorb more humans to get stronger. Eventually, Cell found Android 17 and sucked his ass up. Step 1 complete. And I wish that the second one was as easy as the first, but man, I'm not gonna lie here. Cell didn't just get cooked once before getting 18, not twice either, but damn near 3 times by 3 legendary faders in their own rights. And yet, he didn't falter. He knew Vegeta's pride was a weakness, so he manipulated his ass into letting him absorb 18. He taunted Vegeta saying, "You really ain't shit. If I was in my perfect form, I would beat your ass." And Vegeta pretty much just said, "Bet," and let it happen. Step 2, complete. And it turns out this plan didn't have many steps. This was it. He finally did it. Perfection. He beats up Vegeta, Krillin, and Trunks and was like, "Yeah, this shit is too easy now. This can't be the best y'all got." Cell being made up of the DNA of the most fight-sexual people we ever seen, of course he wasn't just gonna let things end like that. He truly had one thing left to do. Find the perfect fade. So Cell goes on a fucking world tour, beating up the entire military and telling the planet that he is the #1 fader. If anyone had an issue with that, they could test him at the Cell Games in like a week or some shit. Bro literally gave the ops time to get stronger because he didn't care about winning. He could have won right there. And like I said before, Cell from this point only cares about getting that perfect fight. Cell knew they were gonna use the time chamber and shit. Coming to the Cell Games with buffs and shit. Motherfucking Goku pulled up with a strength 2 pot for his fight. And this was peak Cell. He wasn't trying to destroy the world or enact revenge. At this point, he just wanted to box the other motherfucker that just wanted to box another motherfucker. But then Goku did the unthinkable. He fucks up the vibes and sends Gohan in. And this is fine and well for the plot, but holy shit, he got blue-balled during the best fight he imagined he would ever get, just to have to fight a kid who was crying before round 2 even ended, quite literally shaking in his fucking boots. Cell was losing his patience here. So, what did he do? He tortured Gohan, both mentally and physically, because he knows that's the best way to get these blonde motherfuckers to get stronger. And well, it works. Cell finally got everything his one brain cell wanted. He achieved perfection, and now he had the perfect fade. And that's where Cell peaked for me, honestly. He got everything he wanted, but when he realized he wasn't the strongest anymore, he couldn't handle it. He lost his cool, got his ass handed to him by Gohan, and ended up just blowing himself up. He did come back in the second half, but bro was not Jordan. Gohan finished Cell right there, and that was the end. And no, I'm not counting Cell Max. So yeah, that's why I love Cell. I'm not saying he's the most complex or well-written character, he's not, but that's the beauty of it. He had 2 goals, and he accomplished them both. Simple and perfect for monkey brains like mine. But yeah, that's all I had to talk about. Drop a like and other fun numbers below if you want to see more stuff like this. Take care.